When was the last time you felt sad or under distress? According to a 2024 survey by the American Federation of Teachers, published by the American Educator Journal, 40% of high school students reported feeling so sad or hopeless in the past year that it interfered with their normal activities, and nearly 30% had experienced poor mental health in the past 30 days. In 2021, suicide was ranked as the second leading cause of death for youth ages 10 to 14 and third for 15 to 24. Many of these deaths and leading signs could have been prevented and relieved if mental health centers were easily accessible and widely spread. At Independence High School, we are truly gifted with our mental health and wellness center and our hardworking social workers and counselors. Sabrina Navarro, a social worker, stated in our March 6, 2025 interview that when she first came into social work, she saw how many numbers of students suffering from suicide ideation, depression, anxiety, and many more. Mental health decline increased rapidly. However, when she saw social workers on site and the wellness center established, Navarro saw positive effects, better focus, and a clearer mind and a huge smile. The wellness center is an incredible outlet that students can rely on without worrying about money. During our interview, Navarro discussed that issues of money for therapy and how centers on campus resolve this dispute. Many families don't have insurance and may not even be documented. They can't afford to pay for therapy, or they don't feel safe enough to. With mental health and wellness centers, students are able to get services and help on campus. They don't have to worry about therapist bills or fees when they're at school. Navarro stated that as a social worker, they're not mandated to report undocumented families. That creates a safe space and inclusivity for all, regardless of money and documentation. A lot of students need the help, but cannot seek the help. Having professionals like social workers and counselors on campus connects the school together, uplifting one another, providing what many students and even adults often can't access. This isn't just about therapy. Mental health centers in school are able to bring mental health to light as a true struggle, a genuine issue. It involves the school to help one another and uplift each other. Every person deserves to be heard and cared for. The Mental Health and Wellness Center sets the standard that students should and can rely on trusted adults, establishing effective, healthy habits and coping mechanisms when under distress. The Mental Health and Wellness Center provides one-on-one counseling, group therapies, community activities that spread awareness about various mental health issues like ADHD, and connections to nonprofit and profit organizations that help students connect to get larger help or for specific mental illnesses. School Mental Health Center also includes a calming space where students are able to self-regulate their emotions. Some students don't want to participate in any services like counseling, so they're able to understand their emotions on their own and help build developmental skill for self-regulation and coping mechanisms. This makes them feel stronger as an individual and understand that they can ask for help if they need it. Every school should have this. Mental health centers provide both a sense of independence and security. Sabrina Navarro and I both agree students undergo stress every day, not just due to academics, but with personal life and self-discovery. Teenagers are growing and learning to become adults in the real world. They need key skills with communication, coping mechanisms, and healthily gathering their thoughts and feelings. How else will we survive if we never learn? The Mental Health and Wellness Center is a secure location that provides our youth, who will soon be adults, to develop independent skills for communicating their feelings, advocating for themselves, and setting goals. They are able to speak to a trained counselor about their problems rather than turning to their peers and following unhealthy actions like harming others, themselves, or impulsively posting online. On February 13th, the district board had decided in a vote from 4 to 1 that many student wellness positions would be removed. In an interview with Virginia Engelfinger, an East Side Teaching Association president and a long-term teacher at Independence High School, stated that teachers, social workers, janitors, and student wellness positions are the foot soldiers. They do the work. Administrators are meant to oversee and look after social workers. Their job description is not trained to handle student mental health distress. It is not their true responsibility. Admin jobs cost more. They are not trained to do the job of social work or educated on psychology. We're supplanting positions of social work to administrators. We need to reduce the administrative positions and prioritize students. The safety of students, both mentally and physically, are being threatened. Removing these positions means less protection for our students. They are left alone without any trusted adult to go to. Not all students feel safe with themselves to share with their peers, other school advisors, or even their own family. Where will students go now? Similar to Engelfinger, Navarro discussed with me on how teachers and administration are not trained to be in the realm of mental health. However, social workers and counselors are professionals who are designated for that knowledge. They know how to differentiate mental health issues from behavioral issues. Often with an administrator or teacher, students' mental illness could be labeled as a behavioral issue, when often it could be depression or anxiety overwhelming them. The Wellness Center is able to assist students suffering with their mental health by creating a secure space to help regulate themselves. For example, a student with ADHD is able to recollect themselves and their attention span so they can be prepared in class. Students are able to come back to class feeling engaged and with a clear mind. Academics go hand in hand with mental health. A student undergoing intense emotions or overwhelming situations can regain themselves and level their thoughts. This way, students can separate their mental worries by utilizing the Mental Health and Wellness Center and perform well academically. As a student myself, I struggle with mental health. My family and my friends sometimes don't believe that mental health is an alarming issue. Having the Mental Health Center and social workers like Sabrina Navarro allows me to release the tension and stress of my overthinking and the freedom to discuss my personal problems without any costly fees or parent and guardian agreement. It's secure and private. With my social worker, I'm able to establish goals, work on personal issues, and reflect constructively and clearly. This makes it easy to communicate and focus in class. But what about those who have similar struggles but don't have any center or social worker to turn to? These feelings could eat at them, slowly sinking into their own struggles. No student should have to worry about their own demise within their own thoughts. They should be able to focus freely on their academics and their future. This is why we need more mental health centers, more social workers in every school. Every student should have a safe space to go to for their mental struggles, a temporary escape and improvement, not a permanent goodbye.